Hello friends, the winter holidays have passed. However, the fairy tale January atmosphere still lingers on the streets, in stores, restaurants and shopping centres. Everything around reminds of the magical holiday aura. And, for example, in China, the New Year is taking place right now. And in today's video, we will tell you about the company, which for almost 100 years has been a true symbol of the holiday around the world. And not only New Year's Eve, but also, for example, the Olympics, the World Cup, and many other events that unite people. Association with the holiday not only strengthens the position of the brand, but also evokes warm emotions. Strifor is with you, and we want to tell you that behind these marketing miracles, there is an amazing story of creation and development of Coca-Cola, to which our video is dedicated. And before you start watching, please subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss other interesting reviews. In the late 19th century in Atlanta, Georgia, pharmacist John Stith Pemberton searched for a formula for the perfect tonic. He mixed an extract of coca leaf and the nuts of the tropical plant, cola, adding sugar and carbonated water. On May 8, 1886, the first Coca-Cola was sold at Jacob's Pharmacy. At that time, the drink was served as a medicinal remedy that could lift the mood and energize. Thus came the drink, which soon turned into something more. However, the success was not instantaneous. In the first years, the Coca-Cola project was unprofitable. But the main secret of the drink turned out to be not only in the taste, but also in marketing, which became the foundation of global success. Coca-Cola was one of the first companies to realize that emotions sell better than a product. Already in the 20s, the brand began to associate its image with moments of joy, celebration, and unity. One of the most iconic marketing campaigns was the collaboration with the image of Santa Claus. Previously, Santa had been depicted in a variety of ways, from a slender elf to a menacing old man. Coca-Cola commissioned artist Haddon Sandblom to create a new image. Thus appeared a modern, good-natured Santa in a red and white suit, the colors of Coca-Cola itself. The advertisement became so successful that many people still believe that it was Coca-Cola that created Santa in his present form. And already at the end of the 20th century, the company launched the famous Coca-Cola Christmas truck, an illuminated truck that became a driving force of holiday cheer. They still travel around the cities, gathering crowds of people and reminding them that the holidays are approaching. Although Coca-Cola is traditionally associated with New Year's Eve, the company has made the holidays in general its main marketing tool. Back in the 30s, Coca-Cola launched a campaign with the slogan, "Thirst knows no season." The company promoted the idea that soda is the perfect beverage not only in winter, but also in summer.
There's nothing in this world I wouldn't do.
This approach solidified the brand as a companion for all seasons. Coca-Cola was also one of the first brands to support sporting events. The company is an official sponsor of the World Cup, turning the tournaments into a global celebration. The brand's advertisers strived to make their brand recognizable in everything. For example, early in its existence, Coca-Cola introduced the iconic contoured bottle, which became one of the most recognizable elements of the brand. Its design was created with the expectation that the bottle would remain recognizable even when touched or broken. But of course, it was not only revolutionary marketing that allowed Coca-Cola to become a global giant. At different times in its history, the company has introduced a number of innovations that may now seem like everyday occurrences to us. For example, Coca-Cola was the first to use vending machines to distribute beverages. The company also launched Diet Coke, the first popular sugar-free drink, in response to changing consumer preferences. Today, a similar beverage is Coca-Cola Zero. And in recent years, the company has been actively developing projects to create bottles made from recycled materials, such as Plant Bottle, a package that is 30% plant-based. Today, Coca-Cola has hundreds of major beverage brands in 200 countries around the world. Among them are Sprite, Fanta, Powerade, and many others. Capitalization of more than $250 billion allows the company to confidently keep in the world top 40 by this indicator. and Coca-Cola shares are classified as blue chips and are included in the largest stock indices, including Dow Jones and SP 500. By the way, these shares are not only one of the most popular, but also practically the oldest, because the company went public more than 100 years ago. Then, 500,000 shares were sold at the price of $40 per piece. Since then, the stock has gone through the split procedure 11 times, that is, dividing its value by 10 to make it more affordable. They're now trading above $60 a piece. With Strifor Broker, you can trade CFDs on shares of Coca-Cola and dozens of other major global companies on competitive terms. One of the significant dates in the company's history is 1988, when Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett's investment company, purchased a significant share of Coca-Cola stock for $1 and $3 billion. That stake is now a multiple of tens of billions of dollars. And of course, in the story about Coca-Cola, it is important to mention the sweet war of the century. This is what many people call the company's marketing competition with PepsiCo, which was founded 7 years later. Finding itself in the role of catching up in the first decade, Pepsi began selling its 12-ounce bottles at the same price as Coca-Cola's standard 6-ounce bottles. The slogan, "Twice as much for a nickel, twice as much for the same price," caught on instantly. In the second half of the century, Pepsi decided to focus on the younger generation and launched a revolutionary campaign, the Pepsi Generation, which positioned it as a beverage for progressive, modern, and energetic youth. Coca-Cola was not far behind and created one of the most iconic commercials in history, "I'd Like to Buy the World a Coke." This song, which became a global hit, established Coca-Cola as a symbol of unity and peace. And in the 80s, Pepsi decided to increase the pressure and launched the so-called Pepsi Challenge. As part of this campaign, consumers were asked to try 2 glasses of cola without specifying the brand and choose which one tasted better. The results showed that many people preferred the Pepsi flavor. This strategy worked. Pepsi began to gain market share, especially among young people. The 90s became the decade of the battle for the stars. Coca-Cola and Pepsi began to invite the biggest celebrities for their advertising campaigns. Coca-Cola worked with Whitney Houston, Britney Spears, and Paul Newman. Pepsi attracted Michael Jackson, Madonna, and Beyoncé. Advertising campaigns were turned into mini-movies, and advertising budgets were breaking records. Already in the 21st century, the marketing war has shifted to a calmer workplace, ceding the advertising battleground to McDonald's and Burger King. Coca-Cola has taught the world that a holiday is not a date on the calendar, but a state of mind. Every sip of the drink, every advertisement, and every campaign evokes a sense of joy and belonging. The red and white Santa, the trucks, the sporting events, all have become part of a cultural code that connotes joy, warmth, and togetherness. And economic performance and stock price growth show that emotion-driven marketing and a relentless pursuit of innovation can propel a small company to the status of a global giant. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Write in the comments about which companies you would like to see the next episodes, and also subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss new interesting videos. For traders and investors, we offer not only interesting content, but also a comfortable trading platform with contracts for the difference of hundreds of financial market assets, competitive conditions, bonuses, and promotions. The link is in the video description. Join Strifor, because we always pay.